Good afternoon from Your Best Car in Kent. My name's Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews from our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Now, before we get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer 2 of the most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes, and yes, we will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low APR finance rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website, yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers to that calculator, adjust the filters, find something that works for you, then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our Range Rover Sport Autobiography Dynamic Trim, presented in Carpathian grey metallic exterior paint coupled with the black exterior pack. This is without a doubt our favourite Land Rover colourway. The black pack adds darkened enhancements to various exterior trims to give it more of a stealthy finish overall. So we've got gloss black front grille, gloss black bonnet vents, side vents, black mirror caps, window surrounds, and a black roof, not to mention the rear privacy glass, which was another upgrade. Comes with a 4.4 litre V8 diesel engine producing 339 brake horsepower, and we're just absolutely in love with this car. We love them even more when it comes with full service history too. So credit to its previous ownership, firstly for maintaining it with full Land Rover dealership history, and secondly just how well it's been looked after. Even on a miserable cloudy day like today, the Range Rover looks absolutely spectacular. Of course, all the specification and maintenance history will be listed in the description, but we'll try and go through as much of the spec in this video, of course. Starting with, down here, my favourite part on the exterior, the upgraded and unmarked 5 split-spoke alloy wheels with the red Brembo brake calipers just behind. Now, what do I mean by unmarked? There's no sign of curving, there's no scuffs, no scratches on any of these alloys. They're all in fantastic condition, and they look just like the 2 that I'm pointing out now. Now, the side mirrors will fold in when the car is locked, but I've kept the engine running as there's a ghost immobiliser fitted to the car. I'm sure you won't mind me saying that we won't show you the immobiliser combination until the handover day. So please be aware this is fitted with an immobiliser. So let's hop onto the inside. So we've got a full leather seat upholstery. These are the black perforated Oxford leather seats, in my opinion, the comfiest that Land Rover offer across all of their products. We've got an 18-way adjustable, well, the front 2 seats have an 18-way electrically adjustable seat combination. The front 2 can also, well, they've got memory mode, which is found on the inner door card. The front 2 seats are climate seats. They can be heated and cooled, and then you've got heated rear outer seats as well. The driver then has a leather-wrapped multifunctioning steering wheel. The electric column, well, the steering wheel column can be electrically adjusted too. You've got a heating function, your paddle shifters for your, well, switching it into your manual mode, adaptive cruise control, and then your multimedia and hands-free and voice control buttons also fitted on there. On the inner door panel, you can see one of our upgraded surround sound system speakers, Meridian. Up above, we've got our panoramic sunroof with an opening sun, a sun blind, as well as the front pane, which can be slid back. Underneath the armrest down here, we've got our refrigerator cooler compartment, which can be turned on like so. Great option if you've got kids in the back. And then down here is our in-car entertainment system. So let's have a hop inside and run through some of these features now. You've got a touchscreen display, and you might have already seen from the photos some of these options here. We'll run through as much as possible, but I've included everything in the photos, so don't worry. So let's go from left to right. Satellite navigation. So if we click here, we've got our map, Big Perfect being the widescreen, as well as the touches that we can pinch and zoom. We can move the map around. We can see it's extremely responsive. Then we'll have our points of interest, such as our petrol stations, dotted around too. Onto media, so FM, AM and DAB radio as standard. You can click on source, to then switch between your media library. You've got Bluetooth as well, so you can play your own music. You can also play your own music through USB or Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So here we can see Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And then we've got our Bluetooth hands-free. So again, if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, don't worry. You've still got sat-nav built in, your multimedia, and your hands-free connectivity. Some other features, you've got your web browser. You can go to your seat setting here. So as we can see, for the front two seats, we've got 3 intensities for the hot and for the cold. If we go to the rear, we can also control the rear settings too. Likewise for the climate, we can choose between the front or the rear, and then we can lock it as well if you don't want the kids in the back fiddling with it. Then our third page, we've just got some additional settings. So your ambient lighting, this is pretty cool. You can choose a colour like so. Then your vehicle dimensions, I've included photos of all of these with your access height and your raised height, and then 4x4 information, voice control, Bluetooth, etc. If you put the car into reverse, one of the big upgrades is the 360-degree cameras. This is your normal view with your 360 parking sensors, as you can hear. If we click on this button here, we've got a bird's eye view, so very handy for your bay parking, parallel parking, or just maneuvering through some tight spaces. But then back to our normal camera, we can select either the rear, our sides, or our blind spot. So we've got left and then right, or we've got a front camera. Put that back into park, go back to home. So down below, this is our upgraded climate control system. This is the 4-zone climate control, so you can have separate temperatures for the left and right hand side in the front, and then the left and right hand side in the rear. In the middle, a very neat center console. Of course, you've got your gear stick here. This section here is our terrain response control, so we can cycle through various special programs depending on the terrain. You'll be able to see that through the binnacle here. So grass, gravel, snow, mud ruts, sand, rock crawl, etc. But at the moment we just keep it in automatic, which is pushed down. We can override this by operating the electronic air suspension here. So right now it's worth pointing out in this video, as well as all the photos, the car is in the access height, which is the lowest height, but you can raise it by pressing this button and then lowering it and locking it in that position by pressing and holding like so. I've mentioned already, you've got your steering wheel, your heated steering wheel just here. But then the cool feature, which you might have already seen from the photos, is your interactive cockpit. So we can cycle through various settings on here. So driver assistance, our favorites, source, vehicle information, vehicle settings, and then the part I want to show you is the display settings. So we can full screen map, back out of that, and then we can see our map as if it was mirrored from here. Under the sunroof, so we can open up by pressing that button. That will give you mode 1, just to let a bit of air in. If you press it one more time, that will slide back into mode 2. And then to close the sunblind and the roof, it's just one hard press there, one hard press there as well. I'll keep the sunblind open just so I can show you what it looks like from the rear. But we'll close that up. So that's it for the front cabin. Let's now have a look at the rear. Of course, back here we've got the exact same seat upholstery. Premium floor mats down below as well as your climate controls and heated seat operation in the middle. If you just take a step back and look at how much room we've got, so plenty of leg and headroom, and then that panoramic sunroof really opens up the cabin space too. Moving around to the rear, we'll notice part of our black pack, the Range Rover lettering, and some of the black accents are on the rear. So really aggressive and smart looking rear end of the car. Of course, we've got our Autobiography emblem too. We can open up the boot by pressing the button on the tailgate or on our key. We've got a parcel shelf that can be taken off. And then again, so much room back here. Underneath here, our false floor area, but mainly your full-size spare wheel. Your jack is fitted out the back, and you can use it as some more storage down here if you wish. And then we can close the boot again like so. If you need a little bit more room in the back of the Range Rover, you can collapse the rear set of seats. So firstly, you can adjust them by pressing this button, but if you press and hold and just let it collapse downwards, you can do the exact same on the other side, as you might have already seen from the photos. That gives you just a little bit more room back here. Almost like a van, in all honesty, not little. So if you're interested in buying the Range Rover Sport Autobiography Dynamic, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages. So if either of those options intrigue you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on iMessage or the Meta platforms, so Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. So if you have any questions or queries about our cars, or you might have some details of your part exchange to send over, then please feel free to message us on those platforms too if it's more convenient. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.